Detroit police, along with federal agencies, actively searching for the shooter. Police say the shooting started early Sunday morning. 2 women in their 40s were shot and killed, along with another man in his late 20s. And then a 76-year-old man was injured, but is now listed in stable condition.
Detroit police put out a sketch of that Jane Doe, hoping that the public could help identify her. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, detectives were scouring missing persons reports. And it was there, they believe, they found their answer.
In the early morning hours of August 28th, 19-year-old Dante Ramon Smith caused terror in a 4-part shooting spree on Detroit's northwest side that claimed the lives of 28-year-old Shane Lewis Lee, 43-year-old mother of 5, Laree Briscoe, and injured 76-year-old John Palik, along with his dog. A 4th victim, whose body was discovered in the area of Wyoming and Margaretta Avenues, was initially unidentified and described as a 5'6", 165-pound black woman in her 40s with a medium build and brown eyes. She had 2 long braids and was wearing a white hooded sweater and gray and black Nike sweatpants, and had with her a multicolored purse with green New York basketball shorts inside of it. Detroit detectives soon released a sketch of the victim in hopes that someone will recognize her and come forward.
It's not official yet. That comes from the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office, but there's a very high level of confidence that we have identified the victim.
Sources tell Fox 2 at the same time Smith was being arrested at his house off Pembroke Avenue near Livernois Sunday evening. That 16-year-old's family was reporting her missing. They
made contact with the person that reported her missing and showed that person in the images of the bag that we released, and she confirmed that was the bag, and as well as the physical description.
Her family now has the terrible task of going to the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office to confirm with certainty this is their loved one.
They're extremely distraught, extremely distraught. It's very, very sad case altogether for all the victims. It's going to be a long time for them to try to heal from this.
Roughly 1 week after the shocking shooting spree, Detroit police officially announced the identity of the 4th and final victim.
Detroit police confirmed Friday that Jane Doe they were trying to identify was in fact a 16-year-old girl. Jemiah Lawrence was shot and killed around 5:30 Sunday morning in the area of Margaretta in Wyoming. The alleged shooter, a 19-year-old, is in custody facing several charges.
16-year-old Jemiah Lawrence was an honor roll student and high school senior who had plans to apply to Michigan State University to study nursing or dermatology. She loved dancing and would often praise dance at her church and had a close relationship with her mother, often helping her study for her nursing program. But as close as they were, not even her mother could imagine the chain of events that would soon unfold. The evening before she tragically lost her life, Jemiah and her mother got into an argument that ended with her mother taking away her cell phone. Jemiah, who became angry with the situation, packed a small bag and decided to leave her home without her mother's knowledge around 10:30 p.m. Sadly, this would be a tragic decision that would change her and her family's lives forever. Her mother reported Jemiah missing that Sunday, but didn't find out until several days later that she had been killed.
To identify your 16-year-old child is the hardest thing any mother can endure.
LaToya Foster refers to her daughter Jemiah as heaven sent. She was a praise dancer, nacho lover, consistent honor roll student, and any chance she got, she helped her mom study for a nursing program.
She will put herself and her issues to the side and just love on you, and I think as a mom, that's what I'm gonna miss the most, because you took something so dear to me.
It was just a week ago LaToya grounded Jemiah and took her phone. She says her daughter was so upset that around 10:30 that night she ran away. LaToya searched for hours and Sunday morning filed a police report.
I got home that Sunday morning. I made a police report. I let them know what was going on, and I had to constantly call and talk to the detectives, but I didn't find out that my baby was in a morgue until Thursday. So she had been gone since Sunday. Birthday is November 7th, and I have to celebrate it alone.
Now LaToya is hoping the pain their family is enduring right now can reach other teens.
Well, I pray that my daughter's death is a wake-up call for all of them. It's not okay to get off at your parents and just run out the house. You don't know if you're coming back. I thought I knew my baby was coming back. I just knew she was.
Detroit police received a tip about Smith and executed a search warrant of a home in the 7310 block of Pembroke, the same area of the shootings. Smith was arrested inside of the residence, and a gun belonging to him was found inside the home.
Smith now charged for killing 3 people and injuring another, held without bond. We're told there were signs he was capable of violence and that undiagnosed mental illness played a role on motive.
The 19-year-old was charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of assault with intent to murder, 5 counts of carrying a firearm while committing a felony, and 1 count for torturing an animal. He pleaded not guilty on all charges during the arraignment hearing Wednesday and is being held at the Wayne County Jail with no bond. Jemiah's family has set up a GoFundMe to help with the unexpected costs of funeral arrangements.